So, good morning to all the viewers and listeners and the followers of MCL Season 11. Well, news out from the center, toss won by the captain of Avengers, Samut Borkar, and opting to field first. Wonderful Sunday morning here at Margao and at MCC, the home of cricket in South Goa, and it's the Members Cricket League. Having some wonderful matches, close encounter, close shaves, and it's a morning game, so there is going to be a slight moisture content, slight delay of 15 minutes just because of predominant moisture content on the top of the surface and also outside the field, and that's what prompted the match referee and the officials so just delayed by 15 minutes because it's really cold out there at night, and also a lot of dew factor affecting in the entire Goa, and it's really cold. The conditions in the morning is quite relaxed and quite cool if you talk about cricket, but certainly there will be something in for the medium pace bowlers in the first half an hour. Once you see somewhere around 11, 11:30, 12, the pitch is going to ease off drastically, and you are definitely going to see more shots. So let's see whether Siddhant Amonkar gets some swing inside edge. Ball running towards the fans. Does it have that much of legs to go over for four? Yes, it does. It does have decent enough pace. Well, a bowler will feel unlucky. Not the best of the shots and not even the best of the feet movement. And just lucky enough not to get that ball roll onto the wickets. So boundary to begin for Naval Naik. Naval and Infan Show. Stallions. Avengers so far has lost one, won one. Previous game, their combinations and the fielders all worked perfectly. They bowled really well under difficult conditions, especially their spinners when it was very difficult to grip in the floodlight matches. But most of the time, you see, maybe first two games, you are still searching for the combinations, and once you get the right combinations, you tend to just go ahead with those. The first game for Siddhant Amonkar was absolutely haywire. He was not getting the line, he was not getting the length. But second game was perfect when he was bowling well within himself. That's good drive, strong drive, but well stopped. That's very important. Any of the single was on, so you need to cut off the boundaries. What the batters expect in the power play overs. The Stallions need a victory here. They lost both of their encounters. They posted big totals, but they could not defend. So they got to be aware of the situation that if they lose here, then it will be difficult for them to win four in a row in a trot and then make it into the qualifiers. That's up and over. No, that's just over. Yeah. Maybe he should have stretched his hands. I don't know why he has not stretched his hand. At least just hoping that it just stays. At least the effort should have been there. The ball was in the air for a long time. That's an indication the ball stopped a little bit, and that's the reason why the ball has gone on top. Amlon, the fielder there, you can see the ball hitting on the top of the bat. So it's not that easy, and he's bowling well. Siddhant Amonkar is hitting the bat hard and he's hitting the right length. That's very important for a new spell bowler. One over gone, it's 8 without lost. Stallions. Brijesh Prabhu with the new ball, partnering Siddhant Hamonkar. Bowled well, bowled decently in this competition so far. Is not bowling express pace and just trying to get line and length correct. So he'll be hoping to pick up a wicket here. Too short, poor delivery. He doesn't have that much of pace here to trouble the batters with that sort of length and just swiveled away towards the backward square leg, fine leg region. Easy shot here for the batter. You can see there is hardly any effort from the batter, Naval Naik. Has played with ease. That's too easy. You can't bowl this length and especially the line as well down the leg side, and the ball is pitching down. Easy for the batters to whip it away. You got to be careful of the length and line, and that's because of the left and right hand combination. If at all anything is there, is going to be for the first 5 or 6 overs. That's the power play overs, and if you can curtail in those overs, I think job will be done by the bowlers, and for that I think they must be careful about bowling the length here. That's much better. That's slightly fuller. He's laying back on the back foot, and then they should be looking at that. Every batters have the strengths and weaknesses, and what he's trying to do. Driven nicely down the ground and looking for a single, and they get a quick single. So Infan Show on strike. One protection in the extra cover region, man deep, and in the cow corner region, because he plays very strongly in that mid wicket region. A different approach here from Infan Show. He knows that it's not easy to play shots if you are bowling a fuller length. The ball just stops a bit, and he has missed the timing on one of the occasions where the catch was dropped at the mid off region. Better effort could have maybe got his wicket. So he is playing a cautious approach. He certainly knows my time will come as the wicket is going to ease off slightly as the sun comes on top. Well run, very well run here, very well gauged single. That's what you got to do. If you're not getting the boundaries, you just keep moving around with those singles. Moves the score to 15. Steady start, just into the second over. As a no ball. Well, can't bowl it so wide. It's outside the pitch marking length. Wide call here. In fact, a no ball, and it's going to be a free hit here. It's pitched outside the pitch marking, no ball call. So license here for the batter in Fanshaw to go over the top. Oh, that's nicely whipped away. A very strong shot, and this gets it over the top. That's a fantastic pickup shot on the leg side. He bowled the length, it came back in towards him, and his strength is very much seen in that shot. Wonderful strong wrist and good quick hands from Infan Show, getting that beautiful 6 runs over the square leg region. Excellent batting, and they move on to 22 without loss after 2. So captain brings himself in and looking for maybe the change of pace. That's in the air and gets the wicket straight away. Can you believe that? The man with the golden arm always into the wickets and nothing short. Absolutely nothing short. No fit movement. He just put the bat very much towards the ball without any movement in the crease. And that's just scooped and catch easily taken. And Amod Burka strikes off the very first ball of his spell. It's 22 for 1 as Nawal Naik departs. So Ruben Karekar comes in and gets off the mark with a single. They need now solidity in the middle order. And Fancho, I feel, is going to play shots. But that indication when the wicket had been taken by Amod of the very first ball, you can see the ball had been bowled very wide. But I think it just popped up and it just stopped a bit. And that a spongy bounce indication of there is something in, at least for the spinners. It won't be for the entire innings, maybe at the beginning. And that's why that prompted Amod Borkar to come into the attack and just see whether the spinner can do change a bit here. And definitely it has worked wonders for them in the very, very first ball of his spell. Smart captaincy, I must say, from Amod Borkar. That's too short. That's too short. Can't bowl him over there. He is very strong on his feet and just whacked it away towards that wide long on region and gets the boundary. That's one sign of this batter in Fancho, that he is very quick onto his feet and got fast hands. Anything that is short, he's going to pounce on it. And this is not the first occasion that we have seen. We have seen it so many times to the medium pacers as well as the spinners. He just brutally attacks anything that's short. He's young and is quite quick. Yeah, that's much better. That's more like it. That's the length just outside the line of stumps, trying to slog the ball. That even the shot has been played successfully by the batter, but you have got more chances to get his wicket. You might get a leading edge, or one might sneak in between his bat and pad. So many opportunities there, just like he missed on the previous occasion. So this is a better line and length from Amod. Might be scored for runs, but at least that you are in with more percentage of taking someone's wicket. That's well played. Oh, that was maybe in the air. Vedant is doing the job of a wicket keeper, and I always say uh, he's not a specialist, but I think they got less options as far as the wicket keeping is concerned. 3 overs gone is 28 for 1. can see that was a leading edge. Their ball just scooped up, not too high, but maybe one of the swiftest keepers could have just gone through, because they are almost agile every time when the catches come to them, because it's their daily routine. The professionals who are regular wicket keepers, they do the Scots almost every ball up and down, and then that reflex is keep on looking at where the ball is heading, because that's how they have been trained. But someone like Vedant, he is an off spinner and a good all rounder. That's easy shot here down the leg side, and very smartly and very beautifully clipped away towards the boundary for the fine leg region. You can't bowl him over there. I told, he's very strong on the leg side, and this is back of the leg. This came back in onto his hips and just yeah, just flicks it away for 4 runs. Safe shot. In spite of losing the wicket there, they're still moving nicely. Stallions. They rely heavily on Infantia to give them a good start. You always given them so. Another one. This might just sneak in. No, well fielded. Very well stopped here. Once again, fuller length. Timed it very well. Well fielded at the mid-off region. He cut that boundary. That's very important. In the power play overs, you should avoid trying giving too many boundaries or sixes, and no easy balls on offer. Let them take the risk and get those boundaries going. That's in the air, just over the backward point region. It might run away. Yes, it just runs away in the gap. Well, not the perfect shot we can call. It still went hard and just getting over the top and gets the boundary. They're getting the boundaries, and they are moving the scoreboard up here. 37 for 1. Played on the front foot. It was slightly wideish. He went at the ball, but it didn't slash it. It just poked at it. But it still got enough part of the wood to get towards the boundary. Someone like Infancio, he just goes full-blooded. And someone like Ruben Karekar, he doesn't go too hard. Another one shot. It's cracked away. This is an indication that the ball is coming nicely now. He's batting it very well, watching the ball carefully. Ruben Karekar coming at number 3, a crucial position when you have lost a wicket. And you need to give the solidity in the middle order to play alongside Infancio and not to keep him off strike for too long. That's in the air. That's in the air. Short third man. And he has taken it. It's Amlon was just been asked to come from the deep third man to the short third man for Infancio. And the catch has gone straight over to his hands. And the success to Siddhant Amonkar. He was bowling well. And this was a length, and this was the line that certainly was the best he has bowled so far. And Infancio tried to go down the leg side, and he got a leading edge. So that's a big wicket. I'm certainly, yeah, fuller length, nowhere in the position. The ball was slightly away, played the wrong line, and Amlon doing the rest. 38 for 2. So now is the normal field. Amlon goes back. They wanted that man inside just because they needed protection on the leg side for someone like Infancho, who loves to just hit the ball very hard on the leg side in the cow corner region and the backward square leg. That's more like it. That's more like it from Siddhant Amodkar. He'll be very pleased after the wicket of Infancho. A big, big wicket, I must say, for the Stallions in this over. 4 overs gone, 38 for 2. So Amod doing his job very well and picking the wicket of Naval Naik, and immediately he gets Brijesh Prabhu into the attack. That's good captains because they need Amod Borkar's few overs in the middle. He always brings in that wicket whenever the team requires, and he will be bowling in phases. We've seen Siddharth Ganekar as well yesterday bowling in 4 different spells of 1 over each. It's because every captain thinks, a quick run here, every captain thinks differently. It's the different mind that everyone has, and that they believe that is as per the situations and the demand and the composition of the team that I have to come with a certain plan. They are discussing very much in the team huddle or the team meetings, but finally the shots have to be called by the captain on the field. It depends upon the various situations that the match is heading, and that's why captaincy plays very, very important role in the game of cricket. It's not so much in football, or it's not so much in many other sports, but as far as cricket is concerned, especially during the bowling, the changes in the bowling, the fielders for a particular batters, all that is very, very important, and that's why captains are being hailed for winning the crowns because of the hard work and the plans that go through it, the execution of those plans. So captain, the skipper leading from the front in terms of contribution, just like Amod did by breaking the opening pair. And that's why captaincy becomes a key in the game of cricket, because it's the on-field decisions that have to be taken. You just cannot come out and think what I'm going to be to do now, because the time just flies away. The overs just goes quickly. If there is a strong partnership going, you got to make those changes of bringing a bowler who picks a wicket for you. Brijesh has bowled decently in this over because the batters are not attacking. There's a sign, but you can see he's stepping out, but he is not confident about going over the top. So just trying to maybe pressurize the bowler in changing a different line and length. And that should be done by the batters. You just cannot allow the bowlers to bowl as per their whims and fancies. You just need to uh, just come hard at them, especially in the power play overs, and try and err them from their line and length. Someone like Brijesh Prabhu, who has bowled a decent over. Rohit Mehta is yet to get off the mark. Ruben Karekar is batting at a strike rate of 100. Shot back past him. Was in the air, but you can't call it a chance. Just went quickly past him and going to be a single. Single to finish over number 5. 43 for 2 Stallions. So the last over of the power play overs has commenced. 44 for 2. That's over the top. I think he has cleared the mid off and is running behind. Not timing the ball crisply, but at least a good indication. He went hard after the bowler. Last over of power play, and you expect the batters to try and take the advantage going aerially. That is going to be a chance as well coming up to the bowler side, just like one the previous ball. So Siddhant Amonkar has got to be aware of the situation and place the right fielders in those positions. There is a deep third man and deep point placed so far for Ruben Karekar. I, I think that maybe a slower ball could be tried here by Siddhant, just cutting down on pace. Just see for one or two deliveries, because when batters are trying to play with hard hands, you just got to apply your minds. Just go for the variations. Maybe at least trying for one ball. Take a risk. You never know. The batter can just be bamboozled by the slower ball. It has happened normally, especially in the power play overs. That's over the top. He has absolutely whacked it over the top. Full power, no half measures, and guess the boundary. That's a very good shot here from Rohit Mehta. He's a strong character. He's a strong player, and that is one sign of it. Not a bad ball, just that width was given, but he went hard. That will definitely gain some confidence of Rohit. He is coming out of a little bit of injury. Scared he was not available for the first 2 games, but he looks good now. He brings a lot of power and a lot of strength in the middle order. That's why he has been sent at number 4 after those a couple of wickets has been lost. The ball was just lost in the outfield, but finally it is back in the field of play. Siddhant Amonkar is into his third over, has conceded 26 runs, not bowled badly. You can see he has been going for around more than 8 runs per over, but that happens to any of the bowlers in the power play overs. It's never going to be easy for the bowlers when the ball is coming nicely onto the bat. The batters are looking for boundaries and sixes. That's good shot. Well played. Just away from the fielder there, and one for the throw. One for the throw. I think it's Sagar Sheth. The safe fielder, but doesn't have the strongest arms, and that's what prompted the batters to move for a couple of runs. They get somewhere around 50-55, which they would have hoped for in the power play overs. Both batters are looking nice, batting very well. The ball nicely coming onto the bat at this stage. Straight to the man, run out opportunity, direct hit gone. No, that was missed by a whisker here. I think it is Amod Borkar, is it? I think Gopal Gawas. Gopal Gawas fielding in the short mid-wicket region. He is a quick fielder, so that was a risk taken here by both the batters. Marks the end of over number 6, 54 for 2. That's very well run, very well judged single here inside the circle. So Venkatesh Nevgi, Dr. Venkatesh Nevgi has been introduced with his leg spin, and they normally do so after the end of power play overs. So leg spinner introduced straight away. He's a wicket-taking bowler. He will not be afraid to toss the ball, to flight the ball, and got a decent enough googly. So nicely taken a single there. Many of the teams have got a decent combination of the spinners. If you talk about Avengers, they've got Venkatesh Salirkar. They've got another leg who is bowling currently, Dr. Vicky Nevgi. They've got Amod Borkar with his off spinners. Well tossed up, but an easy single. They've got Amlon, bowls quick off spinners, doesn't bowl and give too much of time in the air. So variety is there in the bowling attack of Avengers. That was nicely bowled. Page 10 straight and didn't turn much. That should be the line and length, I feel so. Maybe pushed in little bit quicker, not too fast, but just maybe, because if you flight the ball too much and if it is slow, then batters have got too much of time to see what is coming. Yeah, that's more like it. That's a chance. That's a chance, and it's been taken. He's not afraid to pitch the ball up. That's perfect delivery. Wonderful flight. Asking for the batter to go over the top. He has taken the invitation, but then the envelope was closed by Venki. Wonderfully taken. And that's the change in bowling, getting the spinner on. Dr. Vicky Nevgi strikes in the very first over, and he has definitely succumbed to that tossed up delivery by Vicky Nevgi. Rohit Mehta departs, was looking good, and they have lost the third one. Stallions at 58 on the board in over number 7. I've stopped there, but they sneak in a single. Nikhil Virginkar has to come a little bit early just because Rohit Mehta departs. Hoping for beginnings from Rohit Mehta today. Looking good with the beginning, but marks the end of a successful over from the leg spinner Dr. Vicky Nevgi. 7 overs gone is 59 for 3. So Amod Borkar. Amod Borkar, as expected, will be bowling in the middle overs. And we'll be looking to pick up one more wicket here and try and get Amlon. Amlon, I think they prefer bowling Amlon in maybe the second half. The rate, he doesn't give that much of pace. 4 fielders on the offside to stop the singles here for Ruben Karekar and Nikhil Virjinkar. A tall player. It's straight back, just slightly away. Amod thought maybe, yeah, should have been a little closer. Always gets the right length and right mix, Amod Borkar. And that's the reason why he's into a consistent wicket column. You see hardly on occasions that Amod doesn't pick up wickets. That's because of the focus and the ability to read the game well. It's very important. Every surface has different thing to offer. Sometimes the pitch might offer a little bit of turn. Sometimes it doesn't turn. So you got to just bowl it with your length and also the flight variations. It's one thing that if you talk about the talent and a different class, he doesn't turn the ball. Neither is a specialist, but he certainly goes with consistency. Keeps bowling there, keeps bowling with a plan, and curtails the batters' uh, boundary hits that they like. And once you bowl a couple of dot balls, then it makes a better thing to do something differently. Quite an economical bowler as well, bowling in the middle overs and also in the power plays. Not easy for spinner, but he takes the responsibility, and that's nicely done. You can see the fielder from the edge of the ring at the point region was just brought inside a couple of steps back, and that's exactly the ball has gone, and that's a dot ball. 8 overs have been bowled by the Avengers team. Stallions at 64 for 3. Well fielded opportunity. Maybe just did not pick the ball where it was, and by the time Nikhil long steps makes him easily go to the crease at the non-striker's end. Vicky Neugi, yeah, nicely bowled straight to the fielder in the short covers. That's what the spinners have to do. If they are not picking the wickets, just curtail the boundaries, just stop some runs and give around 4 to 5 runs in this next 3 for 4 5 overs. Slightly shorter on this occasion, punched away on the offside. Well batted down the ground. So they are moving along nicely with singles. They know this partnership is just very important for their cause. Although they are going slow at this pace, which Avengers will feel they are okay with. Certainly, they just can't give away wicket at this stage, which will expose the lower middle order quite early in this game. Bowling nicely, the spinners, slight fumble, but recovers very well. And they are finishing the overs quickly, the Avengers bowlers. So ninth over is gone, it's 68 for 3. That's a good boundary. That's a good boundary that has come after some time now, and it is Amlon D'Souza has been introduced, and straight away they have decided to uh, go for the counter attack and not allowing Amlon to get into rhythm, and that's more like it. You just cannot allow every bowler to get themselves set in with the line and length. Dr. Vicky Nevgi has already bowled 2 overs quite economically, and so is Amod Borkar. So they got to just go into the aggressive mode against other bowlers. Timed very well. He's just pulling the hamstring there. It's just a little bit of cause, little bit of concern is indicating something to the dressing room. It's not a good sign. They need him. He's playing well on 22 of 21 at more than 100 strike rate. 73 for 3. The score so far stopped a bit. You can see the difference in the trajectory, slightly quick trajectory here, and I had gauged it. He is in some sort of pain, some sort of concern here, and certainly requires medical attention, as well as I think the drinks break will be taken. Ruban Karekar will be attended here with immediate effect by the physios. So let's see what is the news coming out from the middle. So we are back after the drink spray and attention to Ruben Kharekar. So Amlan continues with his over, just a couple of balls remaining in the halfway mark of the innings, and I think the message must have been transferred because the drinks break has been taken. Ruben Kharekar, I think the role will be to get towards that 35 and see that we are not back in terms of the run rate. We'll certainly try to accelerate, maybe somewhere around in the 25s or 28, and try to get quick 35. That's nicely played. Might just get a boundary. No, well stopped. Well stopped by the fielder Sagar Shade there, patrolling a big area and stopping with his shoes. A couple of runs taken. So Venkatesh Nevgi, change of hands for him. He bowled pretty decently from Dinesh Rikannat Gallery and where the commentary box is. Now he's bowling from the far end. Well flighted. Very well bowled. This is fabulous. Absolutely pitch. Well, this is a perfect leg spinner's dismissal. Look at the ball. Well, I will be very keen to watch the replay there. This is an absolute ripper. Perfect. Nicely tossed up. Invitation. And then the ball turned away. This is a delight, an absolute delight for Dr. Vicky Nevgi and any leg spinner. Just enjoyed his delivery and absolutely nothing wrong by the bowler. He has been totally foxed over there in the flight as well as in the length. And the rest of the work has been done by keeper behind, Vedant Naik. This is a top wicket. Certainly the highlight for me of the entire day, entire morning. I have seen wickets being taken, but this is something out of the box. We talked about. Oh, this is such a delight, such a delight. The ball coming in, you feel as if it is coming to you, and then moved away with his leg breaker. And the batter will certainly feel, in spite of playing so long, I've been fooled by that one. Excellent piece of bowling from Dr. Vicky Nevgi. They sneak in fourth wicket. That's what the spinners are bringing. 2 wickets so far and just 11 runs. He is into one of the finest spells that we have seen. Now swept away, man in the deep. And this might just prompt Amod Borkar to give him one more over, the way he's been bowling. Because whenever you feel someone is in good rhythm and someone is getting his angles right, the turn right, the length trajectories, the captain always goes for the fourth over. Two bowlers are that's another one. That's another one. Nicely bowled. He's looking for the sweep, but the ball has not landed in that area. They're picking the wrong line by signal, and Dr. Vicky Nevgi is looking threatening here as the ball is turning. This is an indication that this wicket might offer a little bit of turn, as I was discussing with Aditya Angle in the presentation ceremony when the Royals won the game. This is in the air and it's taken. And it's taken. He gets two in the same over. Can you believe? He's doing nothing wrong today. The ball came a little bit slow. Hit wasn't to hit it. Passed back the bowler, but he took it just as if he's going for a stroll in the park and picking a flower over there. Easily done. Dr. Vicky Nevgi will be very, very proud of himself and will be very excited and happy with this spell. 3 wickets have been taken in this spell from Dr. Vicky Nevgi. That was flat one that came in, and he wanted to hit it back past. Look at the joy there. Look at the joy. Well, he'll be enjoying after the game if they go on to win this game. At this stage, if you see, they are on top. They are in absolute control of this game. Spinners have taken command in the field. They are picking up wickets. Amod has picked up one. That was the first one. And now 3 wickets for Dr. Vicky Nevgi. 79 for 5, and Stallions struggling here in the middle. So end of over number 3, and he picks up 2 in those in that third over. 12 for 3 in 3 overs so far. 11 overs have been bowled. 79 for 5, and the Stallions, well, they're struggling big time. Yogesh Dalal and Nikhil Virjinkar has to do the resurrection job here for the next 4 or 5 overs before we see some power hitting in the fag end. And there's you see Gopal Gawas. Gopal Gawas, another leggy, has been introduced, having seen a lot of turn on this wicket from Vicky Nevgi. I think they will be handy enough on this wicket. This entire unit of Avengers with the bowling attack that they have, I think they will be very, very handy on a surface like this one. And especially when we are going into the second phase. We talk about the second phase. I think the ball is definitely going to assist for spinners a little bit more than we saw in the first 2 or 3 games. And that's going to be a scenario where good spinners will come into action, just like we have witnessed today in the middle phases, in this middle overs. T20 is a phase. Excellent bowling. Well bowled, well bowled. They're bowling well. They've got Venkatesh Salilkar as well, who can bowl leg spinners. But the best option is Gopal Gawas. And that's why they feel here if they can get 1 or 2, they can bundle this entire team to somewhere around 120. And they're certainly going in that direction. Just get the best bowlers and get wickets here and bowl them out within these 20 overs. Well bowled, excellent bowling. This team is gelling well. This team is getting into very good rhythm, and combinations are working for them. In spite of Vedant Naik not available in the bowling department, is doing the job of a wicket keeper, but I think they have got plenty of options, plenty of variety. 2 off spinners, you can call Amod Borkar and Emlon D'Souza, quite different from each other. Gopal Gawas, Venkatesh Nevgi, Venkatesh Salilkar, Siddhant Amonkar, Brijesh Prabhu. Seems to be a formidable bowling lineup, and that's why, in spite of going after them, in spite of getting good start, they can come back anytime in the game. The back leg was just inside. That's nicely clipped away in towards the fine leg region, more closer towards the pads of the batter, which was much easy because the ball is going to come back into the left-hander. So Yogesh Dalal on the wicket is going to be very important for the Stallion side. If Vicky Nevgi and Gopal Gawas are going to continue with the bowling, and the leg spinners are definitely troubling the right-handers at this stage. So left hand, right hand combination is going to be uh, just that relaxation to get the scoreboard moving for the Stallion side. Swept away, well fielded and easily second run. One for the throw. Whenever Sagar Sheth is there, they have immediately prompted for the 2 runs there. They know that he has got a weak arm. He's a good fielder, no doubt. He's a good catcher. Doesn't have the strongest of arms. Well bowled. Not too short. Punch down the ground for a single. A decent start here from Gopal Gawas. Finishes with his first over. Too well done. It's 85 for 5 Stallions. Lighted ball. The problem is if they had wickets in hand, they could have maybe gone for the big ones, but they've lost 5, so they're not even taking advantage of these full toss deliveries. It's gone, and that's a good shot. Wonderful lift. Went for 6 runs. Can you believe? Just went flat and just went quick. That's a fabulous lift there from Nikhil Virjinkar. Suddenly come out of nowhere. Very much needed that 6 to boost up their morale. '93 for 5. Nikhil Virjinkar, the skipper of the side, Stallions. He knows that their team is under the mat here by losing those 5 wickets. And I expected Vicky Nevgi to be bowling the 4th over, and that's what he has been asked to do so by Amod Borkar. Slipped away nicely towards the leg side. Might be looking to put pressure. Nikhil Virjinkar is very quick. Easy 2 runs. This over just not been the best from Dr. Vicky, as he's been tossing up the balls, but especially when against the left-hander, is not looking in more comfort compared to the right-handers. Just trying to be cautious here, just to bowl in the right areas. Whereas for that's a fabulous delivery. That's finally landed perfectly. Beaten him in defense. Is on the front foot. That's more like it. That's how he has been bowling. That should be a single. Well flighted. Oh, they might be looking for a couple of runs there. Amlon maybe was slightly slow. Amlon. So, beg your pardon, that's not Amlon. But there's going to be a couple of runs which should have been single. And that's is the end of a wonderful leg spin spell from Dr. Ricky Nevge. It's been really enthralling, and he has been really on top of the game, picking 3 wickets in those 4 overs. I think captain will be very proud of his experience and seasoned campaigner. He contributes handily with the ball and also coming at the top and giving them that blazing starts almost every game. Important part of this Avengers squad. Swept away strongly, but straight to the man. Slight fumble, should be getting at least a couple of runs. Yeah, the ball was hit really hard, so so couple of runs here. We see more intent from Nikhil Virjinkar as 7 more overs to go after this one, and Nikhil certainly knows this wicket is something around 170 runs at least, or at least 160 is required, and hoping for early inroads into the top order of the Avengers. They bat almost at number 10. As in the air, has he timed it? Has he timed it? No, there's a fielder in the deep and he's been taken. Gopal Gauss. Well, he wanted to go over the top, slogged it, got a leading edge, did not get the sweetest connection, and very nicely just at the cow corner region. Well, I think it was too early. They needed him to stay for a little bit longer. They already lost 5, and this is going to be a big break on the scoring of the Stallions. The skipper departs. It's 99 for 6. Gopal Gauss strikes. That's well bowled here. Very well bowled from Gopal Gauss. So, Dr. Ankush Patil has come on the wicket. And whenever Dr. Ankush Patil, I always see him as ushing and gushing on the crease, looking for those singles, and he's a very quick runner between the wickets. So he's got to be careful, and you need to talk to partner as well. Yeah, we have seen a few runouts when Ankush Patil is there on the crease. Just because he's quick, he expects other batters as well to just reciprocate his calls. That doesn't happen most of the time. And another couple of runs taken to get himself off the mark, Dr. Ankush Patil. In fact, he was off the mark, but 2 runs taken. It's 1 not 3 for 6, and yeah, Avengers have picked up this keeper, Nikhil Virginkar. 14 overs gone, 1 not 3 for 6. Well bowled, very well bowled there. Right on the mark, straight away. Well bowled, that's a good lift. That is in the air, straight in the hands. And that's another one perishes. Samut Borkar comes, he strikes. The skipper, what a bowling changes he is making, and all have been successful. He gets Dr. Vicky Nevgi, he strikes. He gets Gopal Gawans, he is also into wickets column, and now he gets himself on. He gets a wicket. That's not a good shot here. They have already lost 6 wickets and long way to go in this game. And that's catch nicely taken by the big hands of Siddhartha Monkar. Siddhant takes it 7 wickets down, and it's all about Avengers today in the morning. Having won the toss, they have done nothing wrong so far. So Amresh Kantak, Siddharth Desai, and Govind Gavkar. Not much batting left now. Not much batting left. And that is what I was talking about. They are in a scare of not even batting those 20 overs. The big shot that was tried by the skipper Nikhil Virjinkar, he was caught in a similar sort of fashion down the ground. It was Yogesh Dalal, was taken by Siddhant just a ball ago. Something just needs to be spoken to all these players. First of all, we can see acceleration coming, but for acceleration, you need to have wickets and also need to see about the strength in a batting order. Whether you are batting in number 10, someone like Knights, and Pranav Biche is coming at number 10. Yes, they can go all out. They can go after the bowling because that solidity is there in the lower middle order. Just that not everyone can do. You have to see your combinations. You got to see who is coming now. This is a phase where most of the batting team would like to capitalize and put pedal on the accelerator, but here the brakes have been put by Avengers on the batters. As Sapil, he is plumb in front. He is trapped in front of the wickets. No hesitation, absolutely, from the umpire. And that's what I said. They don't have the batting order depth. And now it is it is a struggling Stallion side. 103 for 8, and Amol strikes second one. Is a dead duck. He actually should have hit it straight back. Not even waiting. Umpire absolutely not even taking a second here to lift up finger up. So Amresh Kantak comes and walks off. Not much contribution, and that's why I say that they don't have that much of batting depth at lower order. And then comes Siddharth Desai coming at number 10. You see, Amod Borkar will be putting the pressure on the batters at this stage and try and get few fielders inside, just like he has done on the this occasion, getting the long off to mid off. Almost 4 fielders close to the batters and one towards the short fine. I see them bowling out this team before the 20 overs. That's what it looks like from here. But the job with Siddharth is going to just give a single with more than 5 overs to go. Ankush Patil needs to be on strike for most of the deliveries coming up next. They are just not going to give anything away easily at this stage. Amod Borkar, he smells blood here and he knows we can finish this off. Because run rate, net run rate is also going to matter if the teams are tied equally with points. Let's cut away nicely. Single run taken. And a successful 2 wickets for Amod Borkar, the skipper of Avengers. And it's Avengers who are rolling this game. It's 104 for 8 Stallions in 15 overs. Well bowled, excellently bowled. I think they can get even a man in the short mid-wicket region. Because Siddharth is not going to take risk here. He knows there are a lot of overs and he wants to give strike to Ankush Patil, and that mid-wicket will come in handy. Maybe the short finally can come in the mid-wicket region. Straight to the short covers, nowhere to run. The fielders are closing. Gopal Gavas into his third over. So only the 2 bowlers are allowed to bowl 4. Vicky Nevgi has bowled those 4. Well bowled, well bowled. It's too good here for the number 10. Nothing is happening here. It's in absolute control of Avengers. They're holding the tight grip on this game, and that might be. Is it going to be referred? No, says the back leg never went up, is what umpire feels. Another tossed up delivery. Yeah, the back leg never went and he never went out over the crease. Very good umpiring. Not referring on top, very much confident. You can see almost the entire over has been eaten up here by Siddharth Desai without giving a strike to Ankush Patil. That's what you expect. And when the bowling team is on top, they certainly will definitely put pressure and not allow Ankush to be on strike. Very good captaincy and very good bowling, I must say, from the bowlers. Yeah, this might be a maiden over. This just might be a maiden over. I don't think so. He's going to take a single run and will keep the strike once again. Ankush Patil will say, let's do away with this maiden over from Gopal Gavas. That's in the air, but I don't think so. He's going to take a single there at the sent back. So maiden over here from Gopal Gavas in a T20 game. That shows where the match is heading. Avengers are doing their job absolutely perfectly here. And it's just now 4 overs left in the game. And that's the bowling card. Siddhant Amonkar was slightly expensive, but I think he has bowled not too badly. A wicket for him, Brijesh Prabhu wicketless. Amod Borkar 3 for 11. But I think the spell that changed the course was the Dr. Vicky Nevgi's 3 wickets for 24 runs. That broke the backbone of the Stallion side when he picked up those 3 wickets. And especially I think the best wicket was of Ruben Karekar. The well-said batter was beaten in defenses and asked him to come forward, lean forward for the drive. But the ball, the leg break, totally fooled him. And then the rest of the job was stumping. I think that was the best wicket that we have seen spinners getting so far. Couple of runs taken. That is what Ankush Patil is all about. Now he has to just helter and skelter in the middle and just get those quick couples, a boundary in between. Nicely played on the offside for a single. That's well clipped on the leg side. Should get a single, and that's what I was talking about. Putting the short mid wicket in that position. That's a key position now to stop the singles. The batter is going to play with the turn, and you are already ahead of the game compared to your opponents. That's slashed hard. Might get a boundary. Well stopped. Well stopped. She'll be looking for at least a couple of runs. That's what Ankush Patil just gave a little bit of hope for them to get maybe 130 on the board. Still, that might not be enough against a formidable batting lineup of Avengers, but at least that will give something and play the 20 overs. That's where you are going to get maximum. Now gets a single. That is one last ball of over number 17. Amod Borkar has bowled a very good spell. Kept skipper taking the charge in the middle, picking up that first wicket and then picking up 2 wickets in the previous over. 20 for 3 in his 4. Very frugal and very effective. 17 done is 113 for Australians. Pushing for a couple of runs, risky, and that's just going to be one. So now keeping Ankush Patil off strike will be more fielders, and that's there you can see. Now I think it is Amalon who realized that I have to get a short mid wicket and is getting one there. That might be a risky single, but Tiki is sneaking because Ankush Patil is very quick in between the wickets. He is very athletic. I always say not only cricket, but he is an outstanding badminton player. That's where the fitness comes in. Plays regularly at Navelim indoors. Down the ground, just gets a single. And now that mid wicket, short mid wicket comes in. So this is going to be the second over for Amlin. They might just bowl the last one. They had got many more options to try and utilize, but I think when your top spinners have performed excellently using the conditions very effectively, that's more like it. Swept away, looking to fly the ball and maybe hoping that he scoops one in the air. A very good company that Siddharth has given to Ankush Patil. At least he has stood on the wicket, whereas other batters have just gifted away their wickets by playing wrong shots. That's a quick one. That's almost like medium pace bowling from Amlan. Ankush wanted to whack it over the covers and missed the timing altogether. 117 for 8, 17.5. Another flighted one. This time might be getting a boundary. Yeah, he square drives it, opening the face of the bat and placing it very beautifully and gets the boundary they were searching for. And that's the end of over number 18. 121 for 8. Ankush Patil is playing very well and is looking good to play those 20 overs if Siddharth gives him company. So gets a single of the very first ball. That's more like it for the Stallions. Akhil Nadkarni has been asked to bowl that one over number 19 here. They know that where they are in a very strong position, so maybe searching for options and have a go for their bowlers who might be just handy if the need arises. You never know. That's good here from Mohammad Borkar. Is giving a go to someone like Akhil Nadkarni who bowls gentle medium paces and might be run out on the cards and a slight fumble. That was definitely on the cards there, but could not grab the ball. Maybe took his eyes off looking at the batters. Let's get back Ankush Patil on strike. Flicked away, man in the deep, a single. Really good captaincy, I must say, switching around the bowlers at the right time. And whenever the bowler is bowling well, he has continued him into the attack. And that should be like it, because once you bowl into a rhythm and you know that a particular bowler is finding the rhythm and is bowling in the right areas, getting a little bit of turn, he has asked Dr. Vicky Nevgi to go through out his spell, and he has delivered. That's what a captain should understand. That should be a Kilnadkani, and he might just run easy to there. Very well run here from Dr. Ankush Patil. Played with very soft hands. So one ball left in over number 19. 120, it is what they have managed to get. Wow, that's good bowling. That's good bowling. A dot ball. He wanted to just sneak in a single there on the offside. Missed it altogether. 19 done. So 128 for 8. Here comes the last over. Amlin. Yeah, nicely clipped away on the leg side. Well, Ankush is certainly not looking for a couple of runs. Single it is. And now the fielders will be on the edge of the ring and on the rope. Ankush Patil will certainly go for the big one. He is well capable of doing that, especially against Amlon. He is going to fancy his chances. Will back her, especially the leg side. Well bowled. It should be a chance. Slashing hard. With the pace of Amlon D'Souza, the ball has raced away to 4 runs. Well, you can't blame him. You can't blame the fielder, no the batter. This is a time you need to cut loose and hit the ball hard and get as many runs as possible. They go past that 130 mark, 133 for 8 with 4 balls left. Amlon providing the pace and also the width to slash on that particular ball. At least you must really appreciate the hard work of Siddharth Desai as well to stay on the crease alongside Ankush Patil to play those 20 overs. Whereas the rest of the other batters just came, did not contribute and did not even show the responsibility. Good running between the wickets here. Very good running. Couple of runs taken. And he has successfully given strike to Ankush Patil. And that's why at least you see a decent total. Otherwise, they could have been in a threat to bundle out for 120 or less. So at least a slight recovery done by this 9th wicket partnership. It's straight back pass. This raced, absolutely belted it down the ground. Right in the slot and no half measures. Dr. Ankush Patil giving the acceleration, much needed acceleration, and a good finish for the Stallion side. 139. He is on 32. So will he be looking to get a couple of runs and maybe face the last ball, or will be looking for the big shot? That's punched. Should be looking to pick a couple of runs. Not the strong throw. This should be easy there because Sagar Sheth is fielding in the extra cover region. An expensive over coming here. And you expect that. The last over, there is nothing to lose here for the Stallions. They move on to 140, and that's all because of this partnership. You see just a contribution of 7 of 14 balls, but this is very, very handy contribution of 7 runs from Siddharth Desai. And Ankush is on 34. What an innings. Very much a fighting innings to at least give a ray of hope. She'll be at least getting single, if not more than that. And we have to wait for the signal. Siddhartha Desai was struggling at non-strikers. I think he might be struggling. He has not even grounded the bat. So let's see what is the decision coming from the third umpire. It was an underarm throw from the fielder that is collected. That is out because the bat was in the air. You can even see the shade of the bat, not grounded. If he had grounded, he would have been in. So just a frame there separating between a run out and not out. So out is the call, and in the end they finish on 142. I think it's a respectable total. It's a respectable total, definitely given because of that 9th wicket partnership between Siddharth Desai and Ankush Patil. None of the other batters have taken that responsibility to get towards the 35. The only batter is Ankush Patil, who resiliently fought hard and fearlessly fighting against the bowlers, and also very good communication with Siddharth Desai, number 10. And this partnership at least has given a ray of hope for the team of the Stallions to have something to bowl at for the bowlers. Although it's not a substantial total, we know this average total is somewhere around 165, 170. But if they can pick up early wickets, we might just have a match on our hands. I'll see you in a short while. So starts off with a wide day. 142 runs to get. Siddesh Borke. And he gets him straight away. Siddesh Borke strikes off the very first over. So it's one for the loss of one. They need a such a start. Sagar Shet departs. Driven nicely down the ground for a single. Amod Borkar. See, once again taking the responsibility of coming at number 3 as the wicket has been lost off the very first over. As a start that STELLIONS were looking for. They get Sagar Sheth, not the best of the footwork from Sagar, but important is the wickets. And that's what I said. You bring in early wickets and then hope for the spinners turning in with some handy wickets in the middle overs. We might have an interesting match. Good field placement, very good field placement so far. What I see, array of fielders, almost 6 fielders on the offside, 2 on the leg, that is in the Kauhan region, and one at the wide long on region. That's a good appeal. Good appeal. Siddesh Borke is just frustrated. Is showing the frustration. Well, was it close? Was it going to hit the stumps? Yeah. So definitely off the bat. It was a wonderful delivery. Down the leg side, might be at least couple of runs. Amod Burkar is a very swift runner between the wickets, and so is Infan Show is very quick, getting a couple of runs on the leg side. Leg by signal by the umpire. Siddesh is bowling well. Is trying to bowl straight. Is trying to trap the batters. Vicky Newgi just got the bat on time, but it was almost heading for the wickets, and that's why you see the frustration. You, you need to bowl well, and sometimes when the first wicket is lost, uh, I want to see whether Vicky Newgi is just going to play his natural shot. Normally he loves, and that's an easy shot. That's a bread and butter shot. You can't bowl him over there to Amod Borkar. Never hit the ball too hard. Just easily flicks it away and gets the boundary. The first boundary for the entire Avengers team coming from the skipper's bat. 9 for 1 after 1. That's a good delivery. That's a very good delivery here from this keeper. And good to see, but they are coming with positive intent, and they should keep on pressurizing almost all the batters and not to give away easy runs, especially that last ball of this Burkes over that fetched a boundary for the skipper. Nicely whipped away. Just going to be a single. He's not trying to hit the ball too hard. Both these all-rounders and top-order batters have a very, very handy contribution in the bowling department. 3 wickets each for both of them, Mohammad Borkar and Dr. Vicky Nevgi. Cracked away, boundary. Standing tall and just gliding it down towards the deep third man region. The pace of the bowler will do the rest. A very good shot here from Mohammad Borkar. No risk whatsoever. Saw the ball and cutting it away. Standing tall. Very good technique to execute such a delivery. So 2 boundaries already in the beginning of skipper's innings. Nicely clipped away. That's what I like about him. You get boundaries, but he's always uh, into thick of things. He knows that I have to rotate the strike as well. Just because you got a boundary, you cannot be complacent. He keeps on moving around. He keeps on getting those singles, and easily does it. That's a sign of a very good and very matured batter. Ahmad Borkar is playing across. Not the best of the deliveries to pick this shot. He's also good to hit the ball over the top. Got lot of shots in his arsenal. Fabulous batter, Dr. Vicky Nevgi, and we have witnessed a couple of 35s already for the team. The man in form gives them the blazing starts. Well bowled, very well bowled. Nicely defended, coming onto the front foot. Good over here from skipper, and it's the end of 2 overs, 15 for 1 Avengers. Desh Borke has been bowling well. Uh, with the new ball, he looks very effective. Just trying to swing the ball, looking to pitch the ball up. Has got good field placement so far given by the captain. One protection in the extra cover and at long off. That's more like it. Drives the ball well, but has been stopped by the fielder. That's good line and length. Just keep bowling over there on consistent basis. You just might not get wickets in spite of you bowling well, but you got to persist with the plan. It's again cutting away hard towards the backward point, gets a single, wanted to find a gap there. Ahmad Borkar is limping. I don't know what. He's certainly struggling with those last 4 or 5 steps that the non-striker sent, and you can see he's even stretching now. Has he pulled something? Has he pulled something? He is definitely having a word with the umpire. Is a cause of concern here. He keeps himself very fit, Ahmad Borkar. Very slim stature. Should be a wide, yes. Just wanted to go for the drive maybe, and then pulled himself out of that shot. a different sort of field placement for Dr. Vicky Nevgi. There is a deep mid wicket and long on, whereas for Amod Borkar there is a long off and extra cover region. Yeah, he was struggling, he was limping. So maybe something must have pulled, maybe the hamstring. That's a big cause of concern here. Just the beginning of the season. Just the beginning of the season of MCL season 11, and I see almost every game at least one or two players getting themselves into medical attention. That's not a good sign, especially when it comes to a skipper and the captain. Well bowled, very well bowled. Just got a back in the nick of time, trying to bowl a fuller one and trying to trap him. And still not seen the attacking shot here from Dr. Vicky Nevgi. He's just still relaxed. He knows that it's not a big total. They can recover at any point of time. 142 on wickets like this is not challenging enough for a strong batting order, and that's why Stallions certainly have to pick up wickets, especially 2 or 3 in the power play overs, to keep themselves going. If there is a partnership blossoming, you see uh, uh, the heads falling down quite early. That's what Amod Borkar and an experienced campaigner like Dr. Vicky Nevgi is certainly going to do so. They need just a partnership of maybe around 40-50 just to get things going for them. There was not a substantial partnership in the entire innings other than that wicket, ninth wicket partnership between Siddharth Desai and Dr. Ankush Patil. Got a leading edge there, just away from the keeper. Wanted to go for his favorite slog sweep shot over the cow corner region. Siddesh will feel dejected, and certainly he's been bowling well. He's creating the chances. Not a convincing looking boundary from Vicky Nevgi. Done with 3 overs, 23 for 1. Well bowled here. Well bowled. Well, he was not sure where the ball was. And that's a right call from Dr. Vicky Nevgi. When you're unsure, the call should be no clearly. Nicely clipped on the leg side for a single. Well played, allowing the ball to come onto the bat nicely. Buying the time in the middle. Then they are not going hard. They know this total is not a substantial one. If we get a couple of partnership early on, and that should just take the Stallions out of the game quite early. I don't see this game going into the 20th over or even the 19th over. This is leading edge. Lucky there, closing the face of the bat. Bouncing a little bit more because of the height of and the effort of this keeper. It's the captain versus captain battle. So far, Nikhil Vijayankar is bowling fabulously against Amod Borkar. Effort there, you can see the effort. The ball coming back in with the angle. Driven nicely, but just going to get a single. Slightly touchfuller and single to finish over number 4. A good over here from skipper, keeping the pressure up here against the batters. Avengers 26 for 1. Very nicely driven, but there is a man in the deep. She's just going to get a single. Third over here for Siddesh Borke. That's in the air. That's a chance. That's just gone away from the outstretched hands. Well, he's breathing restlessly there. This is not the first shot that has been miscued by Dr. Vicky Nevgi. He is attacking better. He loves to get boundaries. He loves to get sixes in the power play overs, which has not been allowed to do so, or maybe that intent has not been shown by him. Seeing the shots across, got a leading edge over there. Certainly not the best inning. The previous one that he played was absolutely marvelous innings. Splendid it was. Today, just more cautious and not playing the usual way. The natural instincts to get the ball lifted over the top quite convincingly and confidently. Not seen from Dr. Vicky Nevgi's bat. Maybe that the pressure is not there as far as the total is concerned. He knows just a good partnership. Once again, wrong shot. Once again, trying to play across. He's living dangerously at the moment. The bowlers have bowled very well at him. You know his strengths on the leg side. When he is looking to play in the mid wicket and long on region, they have kept 2 men over there. So that might just be playing in his minds. And I've not seen him going over the top on the offside. That's very surprising for me. It's once again not the best timing. Might just get a couple of runs. Yeah, easy to misfield. This was also not gone with the full flow of the bat. It's just checking the shots. He's already looking tiring there. He's just breathing fast. Just trying to get his also a little bit of oxygen inside. Dr. Vicky Nevgi is batting on just 12 at the moment. That's more like it. That's more like it. Coming into the line of the ball, just shuffling a bit and just flicking it away with a stunning and gorgeous style from Vicky Nevgi. So finally, a very good shot, good timing, and good placement that gets another boundary for him. It was on the pads, and just slight shuffle inside made him come close to the line of the ball, and there's the boundary to finish on number 5, 35 for one Avengers. So both the medium pace bowlers have decided to finish themselves with 3 overs each in the power play overs, not introducing spinner, and not a bad decision, I must say, from Nikhil, because both have bowled very well. You can see the scorecard as 35 for 1, but that will not give an indication of how well they have bowled and how many shots have been missed by the batter. Another one that has been played and missed. That's exactly what I said. Even Amoda had played a couple of wrong shots. That was nicely bowled by Nikhil, getting the ball back in. Dr. Vicky Nevgi, although got a boundary of the previous one, but this entire scorecard will not give an indication of how well the bowlers have bowled. And that's why it's a right call to bowl 3 overs each in the power plays. And finally gives a whack. Finally gives a whack. That's gone. That's over the top. That's a biggie. This was right in the slot and picked the bones out of it. Excellent batting here from Vicky Nevgi. Finally gets one right hold of it. And this is what he's capable of. I think he's struggling with fitness. Certainly look tiring, and he's better off playing with his natural instinct than playing the second fiddle. He's far better player when he's playing shots, more like it. 42 now the score. It's another one. That's another one. Is it a chance? Is it a chance? No, no, no. It's gone. It is gone. Back-to-back sixes against Nikhil Virjinkar. I told you he's better off going in the same style. Aggression is the best look on the face of Dr. Vicky Nevgi when he's coming out as an opener. This has gone high. The fielder thought I am in with a chance, but this has also gone out of the park. Super shot. Now he's quickly raced on to 28. Just 2 shots. You can see how big difference it can make in the match. Full toss, but down the leg side. Wide call. There's a big appeal, but umpire just took his time, but finally giving the call in favor of the batter. Well, this is slower ball here from Nikhil Virjinkar, and that's the 50 up here for the Avengers at the end of 6 overs. They're going well, both are batting well now, and those couple of shots will certainly bring in some smiles for the Avengers as Vicky Nevgi looking much better than what he began with. Batting on 28, and Amod Borkar is going at a strike rate of 100, 16 of 16. So it's going Gaokar, the CEO, the owner of the team, finally has been seen as the first 6 overs have been bowled by the medium pacers. Let's see whether there is a little bit of help here for going Gaokar. He relies on the flight. That's over the top. That's too easy. That's too easy here. Too short, too wide. No chance for the fielder. Poor delivery here and deserved a treatment. Boundary scored by Dr. Vicky Nevgi. And now he's quickly raced on to 32. Those two sixes and now a boundary. 54 for one. Once again, another shot, and that should be the finish of the innings. Well, he not was so fluent in the first 50% of his innings, but then those two sixes and two boundaries is finishing of the game on a very high note. I always say he is better off playing his shots, and he always gets runs when he plays shots like this one. Swept away is very strong and finish of these innings and very good strike rate in the end. Venkatesh Nevgi getting 36 of 23 as Dr. hits back 58 for 2 and just 85 needed of 80 when he departs. Nicely walked on the leg side. In comes a compact player, represented the state in the past with a Naik. They're looking very strong here, Avengers, as the pitch has nothing too much offer for the bowlers at this stage when the things, whatever was there, have eased off. The wicket is looking very good, flat, easy for batting. Pramod Borkar was on 16 and Dr. Vicky Nevgi was just around that point of time. But just the four deliveries that he batted, and from 16 he got to 22 and then 28 and then a couple of boundaries which get him towards the 36. So just four deliveries, gets that big shot going and gets his 35 plus. Dr. Vicky Nevgi. That's the sign of the form that he's in. Although he didn't play the way that we know, he always starts away with his innings in a blazing fashion, but he covered it very well in that four deliveries that he struck two boundaries and two sixes. 7 overs gone. Avengers going very smoothly here, 61 for 2. Oh, that's a cracking shot off the back foot. Well stopped by the fielder. I think Siddesh Desai fielding in the covers, but couple of runs easily taken. And that's what Amod Borkar and Vedant Naik certainly will be doing. They are very quick runner between the wickets. And Amod had a scare, maybe pulled something, but I think this medical attention and definitely worked him. Swept away for 4 runs. No chance, no chance. He played it fine. And Vedant has also got his first boundary. They are cruising at the moment. Avengers in no trouble whatsoever. Well swept. Picked the right line and right length to play that sweep shot. So moving along nicely, these Avengers team, hardly any pressure on them, just 142 to be chased. That's too slow, too short, and Rohit Mehta has not started in a good fashion. This is not the way he normally bowls. He's a very economical bowler. This is very easy bowling. Just clipped and played it towards the fine leg and gets the boundary. Poor bowling, but batters are getting the boundaries easily. 8 overs are done away with, and Avengers moving swiftly. They were 73 for 2. This time, oh, first it was no from Vedant, but Amod was confident, exchanging smiles when they're crossing each other. It's all right when the team is in a very good position. They may be thinking that Govind Gaonkar is going to just stop the ball, but he allowed the ball to go, and just a single taken. Vedant already got a couple of boundaries early into his innings. Amod Borkar is always looking to play long innings of 35 with those singles. Good shot straight to the fielder. They're going through the things here. Nothing proactive. They might get one more fielder. Just hoping that the batter can take the advantage and we might get a wicket here. They need wickets, and this way I don't see them winning this game. Forget about winning the game. Even not taking the game deep. Very well run here. Very well run from Amod Borkar, seizing on every possible extra opportunity. And they're getting the singles way too easily. So in this way, they are not going to challenge the batters and batting lineup of Avengers, which is very deep. It's too easy. It's too easy out there for the Avengers camp. The role just like the Knights. What a fabulous run chase that was. 180 being chased yesterday against a decent bowling lineup of the Masters. Slipped away nicely. And well, that is an indication and a sign of how the things have gone in MCL season 11 when it's such a batting paradise. You are certainly not sure of winning the game if you post a big total of 180. You got to bowl well, got to make the right bowling changes, and hope that the fielders also just do the best fielding effort and take their catches. Otherwise, even 180 is not good enough on such wickets. And that's why I say 140 has not been even an average total today morning. 9 overs have been bowled. It's 79 for two. Avengers with a partnership of Amod Borkar and Vedant Naik steadying the ship in the middle. Siddharth Desai has been introduced in the 10th over, the over before the drink break that will be taken by the officials. 79 for 2, asking run rate has gone down below 6 runs per over, and both the batters looking very, very much at ease. No pressure whatsoever, and getting the singles, milking the strike. That's another one scooped towards the final leg region and stopped, looking for a couple of runs, one for the throw, weak throw. Just like Sagar Sheth was being challenged with his slow throws, and they've targeted Sagar Sheth as far as the fielding was concerned. He fielded well, no doubt, but you got to pick the slow arms if they are in the deep for those extra runs. That's down the leg side, not the best of the start here by Siddharth, but I think really must appreciate the effort that he has put in for the team with his hard work and the commitment that he has shown to stay on the wicket with his senior counterpart or a better Dr. Ankush Patil. And that partnership was certainly the highlight in the batting department for the Stallion side. Although the total was not good enough, that has played fine, and it should run down for 4. The fielder has given up the chase. He's just going to collect the ball. They're bowling short. They are easily being taken for runs here. Another boundary coming for Vedant. Very smartly done. Never tried to hit the ball too hard. The pace was offered by the bowler and scooping it towards the fine leg. Is now wide outside the line of off stump, but hit straight back to the short covers. Rohit Mehta fielding there. Sliced and gets it in the gap. A lot of width here and getting the 4 runs. So wonderful shot making here. 2 boundaries, one scooping towards the fine leg, one slicing it towards the third man. So easily moving forward. They're already on 90 and just another 51, 52 runs away from the target with more than 10 overs to go. There will be a drinks break after this ball has been delivered. That shot by the chance. No, that's gone over the top. He has seen enough and he's saying, I'm going to go for the big one. There's just a flamboyant shot over the top. Very stylish as always, lifting the ball on top as easy as it gets. And Siddharth Desai has been clean for 17 runs of his very first over. And Vedant Naik has raced on to 30 of just 14. He has even gone past Amod Borkar in this over with those 2 boundaries and a 6. 96 for 2 in 10 overs. And Avengers in absolute command in this game. So after the drinks break, in fun show with a new role, swapping a job and giving it to Nawal Naik, now who is shouldering the responsibility as a wicket keeper in fun show, has been introduced in the bowling by Govind Gaonkar. The match, I don't think so. Any sting is left in this game. Very quick runner, very quick runner there. Ahmad Borkar, that is what he likes. Whereas if you see Vedant Naik, he has come out with an intent to finish this game as quickly as possible and just improve our overall net run rate, which is going to be very crucial. So we have to see whether he has got anything of and it's bias signal. Well, he's having a word with umpire saying that that was a wide, but umpire saying that you just came inside and moved from the original position, and the ball just went just next to the leg stump. Very much right as per the new rules. Well bowled, and that's what more like it. You can see the fielder in the short mid wicket very close to stop the singles. There's no way you can win this game by going the defensive way. 98 for 2 already, hardly any runs required. The batters are looking very easy. In Fanshawe, at least started decently with his spell. Was clipped away nicely on the leg side. Well, they might be looking for a couple of runs. He is very quick. Can you believe that? They've taken 2 runs just next to the fielders, and it's 100 up here for the Avengers side. The skipper and the star player both are batting very well. Vedant Naik. So 11 overs gone. It's 100 for the loss of 2 in just 42 needed of the next 54 balls. And 9 wickets in hand for the Avengers. The big victory coming on the way for the Avengers here if they can just finish this off and get it much earlier than those 19-20 overs. That's good drive, strong drive. Dr. Ankush Patil introduced as medium pacers, 3 medium pacers that is there for the captain to revolve around. But here, Ankush has been introduced a little late, straight away in the 12th over. That was inside edge. Once again, going for that drive, just not timing the ball, getting a single, moving on to 31. There's hardly any cheer. There is hardly any moment up from the fielders as well as the skipper and most of the players of the Stallions. Should be wide. Yeah. Maybe it's telling that better a shuffle, but definitely a wide call. Ahmad Borkar just poking at it, but certainly far away from him. Just 40 more runs required. Plenty of deliveries and plenty of wickets. 8 wickets in hand. Oh, he almost took it. Almost caught and bowled. Dr. Ankush Patil could have got a wicket over there. A surprise Amod Borkar with that full toss ball. Just maybe didn't get the right hold of it. Okay, play in a miss here. They placed a man in the deep backward point just for that square cut that he loves to play with the pace of the bowler. Three men deep on the offside, long off, deep covers and deep backward point. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Missed by everyone. Missed by everyone there, and it should be four byes. That's a very good delivery that came back in. Wanted to punch it in the offside, but missed it altogether. Missed by Nawal Naik. 107 for 2. That's once again nicely done. Might be looking for at least couple of runs. The fielder was slightly away. Never intended to play it hard. Just slide it down. Couple of runs taken, and he moves on to 33. So marks the end of over number 12. Is 109 for 2 Avengers. Just few runs away from another victory. Just got past the fielder. Outfield is not very heavy. The ball is racing, and that's been stopped by the boot of the fielder. So 3 runs certainly will be taken. As Anmod just jogs for that third, taking the score to 112. Just another 30 runs away. One of the most comfortable victories that we must have witnessed so far at MCL season 11. Most of the matches are going right down the wire, and that's a super shot. What a strike! Inside out, over covers, and that's a strong finish here from Vedant Naik as he gets to us. He's 37 and appreciated by the captain. It just came not much time for him. He plays his shots and gets that 37, and that's the reason why is he wanted to finish and finish it early. Just trying to improve the overall net run rate and not taking the game deep. Very well played here from Vedant Naik, especially against the spin, and showed some shots down the leg side, the scoop shot, the drives, as well as the square cuts. So 116 for 3, and we'll certainly have an early finish as there walks the man, Dr. Sagar Salgaonkar, when the team is in a very, very commanding position. And he knows that I don't have any pressure on a stage when everything has been laid on the platter by the batters and the bowlers. Just 26 runs to get, 27 in fact, in 46. So in the fun show, we'll continue. Well, never a single there. And a lot of things to worry here for the Stallions camp. Well, in spite of having in fan show, in spite of having such a decent batting lineup, it's just that no one taking the responsibility of taking the game deep down the leg side. At least a couple of runs will be picked, and let's see whether it's going to be a wide call by the umpire or it has clipped the pads. Yeah, by signal. Samud also indicating that that should have been a wide. Umpires once again very much from the rule books. If the batter shuffles from the original stance, pushing for a single, nowhere a chance of a run. Very well, I think that was very good recovery by Ahmed Borkar in the end, coming back sharply inside the crease and diving. He's batting on 32 and looking very good towards the 35. Keep your consistency going. A big season ahead, the entire month of December. As we are just into the third game so far, the third round for these teams. Single to finish that over, and Ahmed will keep the strike of the next one. 13 overs bowled. Avengers 119 for 3. 24 needed in 42 balls. As outside edge, not coming onto the front foot, is very new into the crease and will be looking to spend some time. He knows there is plenty of time left in this game. Well, they will be really proud, and he will be really proud as a CEO, as the owner of this Avengers team, the way they are playing at the moment. Everyone is contributing handsomely for the cause, for the winning cause of the team. Mudburkar going for the big one there, going to launch for the big and finishing this inning just inside edge, getting a single. 123, so another 20 runs away. Opportunity for Dr. Saga Sagankor also to get some at least around 7, 8, 10 runs here. Get a feel of this wicket. Played very well, and just going to be a single. So, oh, he's looking for a second there. Definitely pick up the fielder with his slow arms and just jogging, easily done in the end. It was a late call from him to just gauge who was the fielder and then finally trace the fielder and just converting that single into two. Spend some time on the crease. It might just come handy whenever the team requires. Well played, well played. Watching carefully, just punching down. Single. The Avengers have dominated this game right from start. That's high. That's gone. That's gone. That's out of here. Is a biggie. Colossal strike here from Amod to finish this innings. He was looking for that shot. Well, this is a sign. This is a sign that he can play the big shot. It's not that he gets only the singles. Whenever team requires, he can go for the big ones. That's an indication of the strength of Amod Borkar. In spite of running very hard for those singles, he still had that energy to get a big one and finish in a big way. 39 he gets off just 35 with a strike rate of more than 100. Skipper leading from the front in the bowling as well as in the batting. And they get towards 132 for 3 in the end of 14 overs and just 11 runs away. Just 11 runs away. It will be an emphatic victory for the team of Avengers with showing brutal dominations in bowling, fielding and the batting department. All three departments very well done. Very well covered up. It's going to be a skipper's delight having seen all the bowlers bowling well and all the combination that they chalk out has worked. Just 11 runs away from the victory. So Amresh Kantak has been asked by the captain to do the job, punched away down the ground. The match is well gone. In fact, when 142 was scored, we had gauged the result, but just hoping for some early breakthroughs. They just got one. After that, both the batters, in fact, all three batters have got to 35 plus. First, it was Dr. Vicky Nevgi was retired out after getting his 35. And then Vedant with a quick fire 35 plus, and next one was the skipper himself getting 39 of 35. So the bowlers have just got one wicket. The rest 3 wickets, so what you see is the batter getting retired out after getting the 35. That shows the batting strength that this team has as poor bowling. That's poor bowling from Amresh down the leg side, and it just might be one or a couple of runs. Yes, couple of runs for Geet Sale. Opportunity for Geet as well. Wide called here, so 3 runs will be added. 136. Just get feel in the middle. That's good thing done by the Avengers to get their batters who have not get too much of time or opportunities. Here is the opportunities. Although too many runs are not required, just the 7 runs, we definitely have an early finish here. But at least get some couple of shots from your bat. When I think he just needed to just get singles rotating. So well played. Might get just 1 run as Ankush Patil is one of the quickest around, has been asked to do the job in the deep on the offside. Dr. Sagar Sargaonkar will come on strike. It's just 6 runs away. Amresh Kantak also will be decently happy as he got a chance to bowl. But certainly not in a situation like this when there is nothing left in this game. No sting. It's already taken out by the top batters of the Avengers. Clipped away nicely over the top, might get at least couple of runs if not more. The ball is racing, well timed. The ball might just clip over. Yeah, he gets the boundary there, Dr. Sagar Sargaonkar. It's just about timing. He never intended to hit it hard, just chipped it over the short mid wicket and gets himself the boundary. And that is 141 up here at the end of 15 overs, just 2 runs away from the victory here with a convincing and a thumping victory. They absolutely outclassed the Stallions here, the Avengers team. Such an indomitable force, Avengers. They're getting the combinations right. Wonderful auctions they had. They wanted those people in the squad. They have got them. And that's what Amod Borkar, in fact, he says every time in the presentation, we have got a very deep batting lineup. And if the ball is turning, the spinners are going to be handy on the surface. Dr. Vicky Nevgi, Amod Borkar, Gopal Gawas, Amalan, Venkatesh Salirkar. So many options in spin department for this Avengers team. Just 2 runs away. Can Git finish this off? All the fielders, almost all the fielders inside. They know that this is just one shot away. Can Keith finish off with a boundary and a shot when the opportunity has come on his way? That's good shot. Might just get a couple of runs. And this just might be the finish here. It drives not firmly but timing the ball. So 2 runs it is, and it's going to be the victory here for the Avengers team. They have won it quite comprehensively. It's all done. It's all done. It's all done. Yes, they have won this game, and it's a big victory here. It's a big victory. The message conveyed to the on-field umpires that the match has been well won here, well ahead of time, well ahead of the overs, and that was very much expected when you have got so much of strength in the middle and the top order to get yourself going. So easy victory here. I think they have certainly humbled this entire camp of the Stallions in all the three departments. So we'll head into the presentation. Is absolutely the batting masterclass shown by Dr. Vicky Nevgi, who was slow to start but then came back very strongly with those big shots of Nikhil Virjinkar. And then Amod Borkar, as usual, is gritty and a customer that always moves around nicely with those singles and then finishing off with the six. Vedant just came and Vedant just blazed away to his 35. Nothing was much showcased here by the bowlers apart from that wicket from Siddesh Borke of Sagar Sheth. That was the only you can call the moment here for the bowlers. Apart from that, it's been absolutely domination from the Avengers camp. Once again, they will be definitely with a victory, and also they are definitely going to be a bit after finishing this well ahead of time and done a very good job, in fact, as the net overall run rate there. And while I will head into the presentation arena now. requesting both the teams to be ready for the presentation ceremony here. Requesting both the captains, Nikhil Virjinkar and Amod Borkar, to be ready for the presentation ceremony. You are all set. Well, welcome everyone for the presentation ceremony here for this match just now played between Avengers and the Stallions. And if you see and sum up this entire match, it's been a totally dominant performance from the Avengers, winning the toss and opting to field first. And the decision was perfectly going as they bowled very well, the medium pacers as well as the spinners, and humbled the opposition camp to just 142 and then dominated the entire batting department. They were totally outclassed the Stallions in this particular game, finished the game in very much ahead of the time. Meanwhile, we have got a special guest for today's presentation ceremony, and it's none other than the former first-class cricketer Shri Vikram Dutt. And I'll request Dada to kindly escort our guest in the presentation arena. The former first-class cricketer Vikram Dutt has played for UP and Central Zone Club Cricket in Mumbai and took all 10 wickets in an innings for Dadar Union. Played against the mighty West Indies of Clive Lloyd and faced Holdings, Wayne Daniel, etc. Played alongside the legendary Sunil Gavaskar, Vengsarkar and Manjrekar. He is ICC Level 3 coach, has his own academy in Dubai and is now retired in Goa. It's a pleasure and honor to have Shri Vikram Dutt here in the presentation arena. Welcome you, sir. May I invite the captain Nikhil Virjinkar of the Stallions to have a word with us. Nikhil not having the best of the time, losing all the 3 in a row, not winning the toss, and 142 was never going to be enough.
Batsmen seem to be not clicking. I think to post a big score, we need at least 4 30s, which is not really happening in our team. I don't know what's lacking. We'll have to sit and think about what we are going to do moving forward. I think even bowling, we didn't have a lot to defend, so we couldn't really do much with the bowling. We were depending on early wickets, but there were some good balls that we bowled. But unfortunately, things didn't go.
Yes, and if you see the entire first innings, you need at least someone amongst the top 4 to get 30s, 35s, which actually happened lower down. And the best partnership was for 9th wicket. That sums up the entire game for you.
Yes, that's true. We definitely want the upper order to click, which has only happened in the first game. We were very close. But since then, we need a lot of partnerships which are not happening. I think people are scoring 10s, 15s, and then not carrying it forward. Even me today, I wanted to score a big score, but unfortunately, got caught on the boundary. And let's see, take positive. Maybe we'll change. Let's see.
But you need to rise up because you lost 3 and now you need to win the next 4 to be ready for the qualifiers. So I think a lot needs to be changed and a lot needs to be maybe talked about in the team. Hard luck to you, Nikhil Virjinkar. Better luck next time.
Thank you very much.
So may I now invite the winning captain and the happy captain, Amod Borkar, to have a word with us. Congratulations, Amod. Once again, clinical performance. I think the bowling changes really worked. All the spinners bowled in the perfect area. You yourself, Dr. Vicky Nevgi. And I think once you take 5 wickets, they were never in the game.
Yeah, I think everyone bowled well and much improved performance from our first game. So we are happy that we are improving. And yeah, Vicky bowled, I think, brilliantly and everyone else supported. And more importantly, I think we caught all our catches. That's important. I think the fielding effort, we are really happy about.
And if we talk about the entire game, you got a very good variety in your bowling attack. The spinners, different class, and Gopal Gauss and Vicky as leg spinners are also slightly different. So you got cushion as well with so much of variety in your spin as well as medium pace.
That's true. I mean, we actually in our squad, we have 3 leg spinners, 3 off spinners, and 3 pacers plus a slow medium. So actually, it becomes difficult for me to give everyone chances, even when they are on field. Sometimes Akhil has not got a chance to bowl, Venki has not got a chance to bowl, but it's a good problem to have. I can always, I know that if someone has a bad day, there are bowlers to get in.
And also, this sets you right with the right tone and right frame of mind with an emphatic victory and almost outclassing the opponent. A perfect victory, what you can call for a T20 as a captain as well as the entire team.
Yeah, perfect victory. More importantly, keeping on improving on the game is important. That's what we are doing. And hopefully we'll improve further. I think there is scope for improvement further even in our bowling.
Congratulations and wishing you good luck ahead. That was Amod Borkar, the captain of the Avengers team. Now it's time to announce the player of the match. Well, there were a lot of handy contribution, good contribution from the Avengers camp. They dominated. But I think if you sum up this entire game, I think one person made a big difference by picking those early wickets. He was totally brilliant in terms of his spin. He pitched the ball nicely, tossed the ball, and I think once he got the 3 wickets and 5 wickets are down on 70 odd, it is Dr. Venkatesh Nevgi with a double contribution, 3 for 24, and then coming in and picking up that 36 runs quick fire. And that is, I think he was the only choice in the end. Wonderful contribution, wonderful play from Dr. Vicky Nevgi. Congratulations. And is going to be Shri Vikram Dutt is going to do the honors here to present this award to Dr. Vicky Nevgi for his all-round contribution. Doctor, need to have a word with you. I think we will be very pleased. Yeah, you are doing good. You are fabulously batting, timing the ball well in the first 6 overs. But talking about the bowling, I think this was the best spell that you must have bowled, and balls were just coming out of your hands very nicely.
Yeah, extremely happy that we won the match. You perform well and you don't you don't win the match, it's useless. So first match it happened, I performed well, but we lost the match. Second match, I did well, we won the match. And today is icing on the cake. The motivation was Vikram sir, because his biodata, his CV, if you see, first-class cricketer, central zone cricketer who has played against West Indies, the mighty West Indies with Michael Holdings in it. So that was an extra motivation for me for sure. And I wanted to do well today. And happy, thankful to God that I did well. And team won. That's the most important thing. So thank you very much.
Yes, team won, and I think that ball that you delivered and got a wicket of Ribbon Karekar, so far for me is the ball of the season. The ball came in and then a wonderful flight, perfectly pitched, going away. I think that's a delight of any leg spinner if you get a wicket like this.
Yeah, that's the best ball I think. The drift was inside, towards the batsman, and the air was carrying it against the breeze. So it was a dream delivery for sure. Thank you.
Congratulations for a wonderful contribution. Thank you, Dr. Vicky Nevgi, for having a word. Meanwhile, I'll request our councillor of Marga Municipal Council, also member of MCC, Sagun Dada Naik, to present a memento to our guest, Shri Vikram Dutt, for being here with us and being a part as a chief guest in the presentation ceremony. Thank you very much, sir, for being a part of here at MCL. So that's it from Harish Kakodkar. I'll see you in the next game.